How's it everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how I made the easiest DIY stool ever. This is actually the final piece of the set I started with my bench and table. And just like those projects, this stool is easier to build than you think. Let's go! First, I'll measure and cut all the wood to length. I'll leave a complete cut list in the description, so if you'd like to build one yourself, you'll have everything you need. Once everything was cut, I gave all the pieces a good sanding, paying special attention to the edges. I used 120 grit sandpaper for this. Now it's time to put the stool together. I'll be using wood glue along with 2.5-inch wood screws to hold everything together. Before driving in the screws, I'll drill pilot holes to prevent the wood from splitting. First, I'll attach the support pieces to the seat. Then I'll attach the legs to the side of the stool. Next, I'll attach the lower support braces to make the stool much more rigid. Lastly, I'll attach the cross support between the legs. These help tie the legs together and keep the stool rigid. Once the stool was put together, it was time to give it some color. For the seat, I'm using an oil-based stain. I really like using oil-based stains because they give the wood a nice finish and provide some protection as well. I'll apply 2 coats to the seat and let it dry overnight. Once the stain has had plenty of time to set, I'll tape off the seat so I can paint the legs and support pieces. For those, I'm using a matte black water-based paint. After the paint is dried for a few hours, I'll apply a waterproof sealer over the entire stool. I picked this one up on Temu, and I'm using the brush that came with it. I actually prefer this brush for applying the sealer. I find it spreads the finish more evenly and doesn't clump up like some of the horsehair brushes I've used. I'll let everything dry overnight, and then this stool will be ready to use. And that's it. A really simple build, but I love how this one turned out. And now I have a matching bench, table, and stool that all use the same basic design. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to see how I built the bench and table, I'll leave those videos linked below. Until next time, mahalo and aloha.